My name is Lisa Butler. I teach culinary arts at the high school. How do I like it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Like it's the best job. I've been here for 18 years. Taught a few different subjects, ag, business and marketing, and culinary is by far my favorite one to teach. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Well, I was teaching business and marketing at the time, and I was a DECA advisor and very, very busy. And my daughter was born, and the culinary position came open, and the principal at the time asked me if I would be interested in it. I'm in the CTE field, and she knew that I had done 4-H and cooked my whole life, and she said, "Hey, would you be interested in teaching culinary? You would get to spend more time with your daughter." And I said, "Absolutely." I mean, I hated to leave DECA and my kids, because I loved it so much, but I really needed more time at home with my family.
Okay.
Most important skills. Critical thinking. You got to think on your feet. If you run out of an ingredient, you've got to think of a substitution and a way to fix it. Sanitation and safety. We know that. That's a big one because we don't want to make anybody sick. And just to have fun. Cooking is fun, and it doesn't matter if you go into the culinary field or not. Everybody eats, and if you can cook for your family, you'll save your family a whole lot of money, and it's just fun. Feeding people is a really cool thing to do in life. So if they can cook for themselves, they can provide for themselves. It kind of goes hand in hand. Food safety is the basis of a lot of what we do. And if you're taking care of that, you're going to be able to do a lot of other things. It also goes into health because, I mean, if you give somebody a foodborne illness, that's going to affect their health negatively. I like to incorporate nutrition while we're cooking and telling kids, this has protein, it's good for you this way. It helps build muscle, and, kale is a superfood, and so it's got lots of nutrients. I don't know. I guess I just incorporate that into what I do. Okay, so a big challenge that they have is washing their hands all the time, because we don't realize how much we touch our face or hair or touch different surfaces that can be contaminated, and you have to wash your hands. And not putting a metal bowl in the microwave. When I first started teaching, kids were putting metal bowls in the microwave, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And they said, "Well, it's not a fork." And I was like, "But it's metal." They said, "Well, I thought that was just aluminum." No, it's all metal. I would see kids all the time putting metal bowls in the microwave. Don't put metal bowls in the microwave. Doesn't end well. They even broke one of my microwaves one time. Okay, so in the 4th year, we have practicum, and it's kind of like an internship. Students can go to work and get class credit. So I have students that are working at the cafeterias at the intermediate and primary campuses. They get bussed over there, and they really like it. So they get that experience. But I also have kids that work in the public. I have a student working at HTO for their practicum class, one working at Whataburger. And so kids can actually go and work in the industry, have a job and get paid for it. If they're working at an actual restaurant, and kind of use everything that they've learned through the past 3 years in culinary and use it in a job setting.
Okay.
Ooh, trends in the food industry. I'm drawing a blank. I need a cup of coffee. I think some of the trends are thinking outside the box. There's been a lot of fusion, like Asian Mexican fusion, where you're getting Asian tacos. But another one is trying to be locally sourced, farm to table. People are being more health conscious. They're not wanting a lot of preservatives in their food. They're not wanting something that is pre-processed. And so if you can get your food local from an approved, reputable supplier, and get more of your farm to table and try and incorporate more nutrients, people are really wanting to incorporate more of the superfoods like kale and whole grains and, getting some really good protein from your beef and your chicken. Just try and make your food more healthy and less fried. I think that's a trend that people are really gravitating for because they're getting more health conscious.
Okay.
Ooh, it's really fun. My students are really creative. I give them a recipe, but it's just a suggestion unless it's baking. But it's just a suggestion to where here's the basic recipe. Now add your own seasoning. I want you to taste it. Like we were making sauces this week. We made basic sauces, a bechamel, a velouté, and then add your own seasonings. And kids were having fun doing that. I even had when we made pancakes. Some of the kids kind of snuck in some coffee creamer and some chocolate chips and some food coloring, and it made some really, really good pancakes. So recipes are a suggestion, but cook with your heart. I mean, if it tastes good to you, somebody else is going to like it. And if it doesn't taste good, they ain't going to like it. So explore. Have fun with cooking.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of what we do.
Like they say, whenever your ancestors tell you to stop.
Do what?
Whenever your ancestors tell you to stop.
Yes. Okay, so Miss Early told me that a long time ago. She seasons until her ancestors tell her to stop. And so listen to your ancestors, a.k.a. your heart. If your heart says that's enough seasoning, stop.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so teamwork is huge because if somebody's not doing their job, you're not going to get your recipe done in time. We also have a system on cleaning. I rotate the jobs every single day to where somebody's not stuck washing dishes for a week. They may be washing or rinsing or scrubbing the floor, but we rotate, and then whenever you're done with your cleaning job, help somebody else. That way we can get done faster. But you've got to work with people. You may not like everybody that you're working with, but you fake it till you make it, and that's okay. But if somebody's not pulling their weight in a group, I just touched the mic. If somebody's not pulling their weight in the group members will let them know.
Okay.
So I had a student a few years ago, Jalen James, one of the best students that I had. He was great in the kitchen. My favorite thing that he ever made was wings. For his capstone project, he made the best wings I think I've ever had in my life, and I hope he opens up a restaurant or a food truck where it's wings because they were that good. But anyway, he graduated. He went to South Plains College in Lubbock. They have a culinary campus, and graduated from that culinary school. And so I thought that was pretty cool. I'm really, really proud of him. I think he's gonna do amazing things. But we've got some kids that are interested in culinary.
Yeah.
I think you should try it. Take the class, see if you like it. And then if you are really interested in going into the culinary field, culinary school is fantastic. It's not a very long program, and you can specialize in either baking or cooking, the culinary field. But a big thing is learn how to manage a restaurant. That's really where you're going to make the money. I know Texas Tech has the restaurant and hotel management program to where you learn how to run a restaurant and the business side of it. That's where you're really going to make a good career move. How many coffee cups do I have? A lot. Wait, no, how many coffee mugs do I have in my classroom, or how many coffee cups of coffee do I drink a day?
A day.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Okay.
3. I have one in the morning when I wake up, and then one during my conference period, and then another one during class, and depending on the day, maybe 4. I love coffee. It's the best thing.
Okay. Well, that was all for today. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Leslie.